All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to No BS Talk. We got a very, very fun episode for you guys tonight. We got into a lot of random shit tonight. Started off talking about Ella Langley posting a bikini pic, and then talked a little bit about Jason Aldean saying that he's changing his style of country a little bit, moving away from the mainstream kind of style of lyrics that we had, which kind of led into a little conversation just about the evolution of country music and how we think just overall it's moving away from the kind of mainstream trend that we saw 10 years ago, when everyone's singing about beer and trucks and going on boats and all that stuff. And then somehow started talking about what celebrities we'd like to have on the podcast or who do we want to have a conversation with, and ended up rambling about Star Wars for a while as well, because that seems to happen with us. But anyways, grab some popcorn, make sure to throw it up in upper decky. I know I'll be doing the same, and enjoy the show.
Owen, question of the year right here. Okay. Have you seen Ella Langley's bikini pictures?
I have actually, and I licked my phone screen when I saw him. She, Ella Langley's, she has to be the most attractive female in country music right now. I keep seeing like a bunch of TikToks too. It's that video of her spinning around in like a horse stable or whatever.
Oh
It'll be
yeah,
like
yeah.
some dude or like stay away from her. She's mine. It'll flip. It's like it flips the camera and there she is like spinning around.
So are you an Ella fella?
Am I an Ella fella?
You don't know what that is, do you?
No, no, but
So
it
that's
sounds like a
going
club I
around.
want to join.
Yeah, it's it's actually going crazy right now all over like online. It's pretty much like
Really?
a fan club, but it's
Okay.
like it's guys that I mean, I guess it could be girls too, whatever, I don't judge, that just are in love with Ella Langley.
Seems a little creepy, does it not?
I think she supported it on her own too, so I don't know. I mean, you're an
I mean,
Ella
that's
fella,
fun.
whether you like
Did
it
you
or
see
not.
that she was on Theo Vaughn's podcast too?
I need to watch that. I heard it was a good
Yeah,
episode.
I haven't watched the whole thing yet. I've just seen the clips. Um, and all like the comments on the clips are like, "I'm starting a rumor," as in like everyone's like, Theo Vaughn and Ella Langley would be such like an underrated cute couple.
Ew, no. Uh-uh.
I mean, ew. You got something against Theo Vaughn?
I love Theo Vaughn, but no.
That's just because you want her to be yours in one day.
I listen. You know what? If Theo Vaughn gets her, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna clap for him. Round of applause.
It's just, I mean, I will say though,
I just can't see
I
it. I just
don't
can't see
hate
it.
me for saying this, guys. Do not hate me for saying this. I don't know if anyone's seen clips or pictures of Ella Langley without makeup.
You are not going here right now. I'm gonna
I
kill
I'm
you.
going here. I look, everyone's beautiful in their own way, but she's not the 10 out of 10 smoke show country singer when she doesn't have makeup on.
Are you serious?
I'm not saying she's unattractive, okay? But like I'm just saying like, she goes from a 10 to probably about a 7.
So oh my gosh. So you go out with her, you wake up the next morning, you roll over and you see her with no makeup on. You would be disappointed, it seems like.
It'd be a little bit like, not saying she's not attractive, okay? But it would be a little bit of like, oh, that's not the person I picked up at the bar last night. You know what I mean?
Really? I don't think she's
Yeah.
that bad.
I no, okay. Oh, no. You know what? It's not even that she looks bad. She just looks completely different.
I think there's a
And just
lot
for
of
the
girls
sake of
out
our
there.
audience, we'll test my editing skills tonight. I'm gonna attempt to put up side by side pictures of her with and without makeup.
Yeah. No, I think you
But
should. I mean,
yeah.
I think there's a lot of girls out there that look good with makeup and then without it just look completely awful, and I don't think she's one of those. In my opinion, I think she could go a lot of places without makeup and she looks amazing.
I mean, good for you.
But
I sound like such a hater right now. I apologize. I'm just like I said, I'm not saying she looks bad. I'm just saying like
and
it's a different person, okay?
I
And this probably applies to everyone in Hollywood or what Nashville, Hollywood,
I
music.
if we're talking about like matchmaking or whatever, instead of Theo Vaughn, give me Tucker Wetmore for her, dude. That is a
Okay,
good
I mean,
matchup. That is a
yeah, I
good.
see it.
That's a good.
I personally like Theo Vaughn for her. I think he's a great dude. I think he's really funny. And in the end of the day, funny guys win. So
Who do you think would be good for Megan Maroney?
Megan Maroney.
Mm. And don't you can't say yourself.
I actually like Megan Maroney's not really my type. Like
No, just like who in country music do you think would be?
um I think Morgan Wallen because I think they're both a little toxic, right?
Why do you think she's toxic? I'm not
I
disagreeing.
just
I'm
have a
just wondering.
she some of her songs are very like victim like you know her song like I'm not pretty like there's probably a bunch of girls sitting around talking shit about my Instagram. You know, a little Taylor Swifty kind of vibe.
Okay.
I like some of her songs. Her song "God Plays the Gibson" is really good. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, she's a girly girl, you know. She's probably a little
She
toxic. I mean, like I would be too if I was a famous country singer. I mean, I'm not famous and I'm toxic. So
I mean, two things. She seems more like the pick me girl.
yeah. That's I think what where I was going with that.
And at the end of the day, I'm always going to take Ella Langley over her.
Yeah,
I
I
like,
think Ella Langley's really down to her roots.
yeah, Ella Langley's, in my opinion, better voice, better songs.
Hmm.
Seems like just a better, like, if I was
Well,
to
and
pick
she's
one
a
of
little bit
those,
more country as well.
yeah, if I
I'd
was
say.
to pick, if I had to pick one of them to sit down and have a drink with and just talk with, Ella Langley,
Ella.
all day long, all day
Well, I
long.
mean, like you see the videos. I mean, she's really close with her band. You know, like I feel like she's just a really cool
She
person to hang
seems
out
like
with.
just a good person in general.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
I've noticed
yeah,
it seems like she has a lot of guy friends.
yeah, I mean, that's a big red flag. I'm probably going to get some heat for that, but I mean, that's
But
a
I
bit.
also think she's the type of girl that is truly just friends with people. Like she's just got homies. You know, they probably all want to fuck her, but I'm okay.
No, you're right. You're right.
Totally. Like I mean, not to get off on a tangent here. I don't think guys can just be friends with girls. I think girls can just be friends with guys. But I think in the end of the day, a guy like if you're spending as a dude, if you're spending a significant amount of time with a girl, you either like her or you probably want to fuck her. Because for men, and Andrew Tate said this, for men, there's no like value out of like female friendships.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like like
definitely,
like what value are you getting? Right? With other dudes, right? Okay, maybe right, you guys push each other, right? Or like whatever, like that's your bro, like you guys are locking in or you guys go to the gym to get you gotta do this, that, but like as a girl, like what, you just got someone who's just gonna bitch to you about guys she's fucking? Like what value does that give you as a man?
yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from. I
You know,
definitely agree.
girls aren't smarter than men. You know, they don't have better opinions than men. I'm gonna
Well,
stop. Actually, I'm gonna
yeah,
stop. I'm gonna
I would
stop.
stop there,
Yeah.
but I don't think Ella Langley's one of those. If I'm being honest, I don't think she's like sleeping around. Like,
No. I never said that. I never said that. When did I say that?
no, I'm just saying because you said that it seems like she has a lot of guy friends.
Oh
So
yeah, no, that because that was my point. Like I think girls can have guy friends. Like I think girls can legit look at a dude and be like completely platonic with the guy. I don't think guys can like be like serious friends with a girl and hang out with her every day
hmm
and not want to have sex with her just a little bit. You know what I mean?
so you think a lot of her friends, from their perspective, want her?
I would bet my entire bank account, which isn't a lot of money, that most of her guy friends want to fuck her. To be honest, I mean,
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I get where you're coming from for sure.
yeah, I mean,
I mean,
I just think that's how it goes.
she, especially now, right? She's getting popular. I think literally tonight she just dropped a new album. I think
Did she at 9 o'clock
called
Pacific time?
Dandelion. Yeah, Dandelion, whatever, however you want to say it. I don't really care. It's gonna be good either way.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah, didn't she?
I'll have to listen
She
to
gave
that
like a little
tomorrow.
sneak peek.
She
Releases tomorrow. Oh,
she,
which is today
she played one of the
for
songs
me.
with Theo Vaughn. Yep.
Yeah, on the podcast.
Um,
Um,
Shout out to Theo Vaughn, by the way. We'd love to go on
yeah,
your podcast.
she has a song called "Froggy Went to Courtin." It's probably
It's
fire.
probably a fantastic song.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about kind of a going in another direction here, stick with country music? Jason Aldean kind of talked about the other day about how he's getting a little older. He's not his songs are a little different now than they used to be.
Mhm.
Like he's going in kind of a different direction. And I don't have the exact quote up, right? But
Mhm.
I think he's like, I want to talk less about trucks and that kind of stuff and
Yeah,
going to
like the traditional like bro country lyrics.
yeah, and I don't think he's ever bro country though. That's my thing. Like
No, I that's why bro country is kind of a traditional like Nashville lyrics, I think is a
mhm.
good way to put that.
So what do you because I think that's awesome for him. So like what do you think what are you thinking like regarding his comments?
Um I think it's good for two reasons. A, I think it's good as an artist to change it up. I think
Mhm.
what happens to a lot of artists, I mean, we've had this conversation about Zach Bryan, where he hasn't really adapted. Like his music hasn't really, in fact, it's almost gotten worse with every album that's dropped.
Yep.
And the guys that are successful, like Morgan Wallen, you can see growth in all of his albums. Sorry. Um, I think that'd be like showing growth for Jason Aldean. Like, hey, I've done this, right? Now let's
Mhm.
try this. Let's grow up a little bit. But I also feel like we're seeing that change in all of country music, just in general. Like, I feel like country music as a whole is slowly moving away from like the traditional like Nashville lyrics that we've been accustomed for so long. Trucks, beer, riding on boats, like all those kind of right. You write a country song, those are the three things you're gonna put in it, right?
Yeah.
But, like, you look at, like, all the young artists right now, or younger, just newer-ish artists like, Cameron Marlowe, Sam Barber, Waylon Wyatt, I mean, lots of others, Tucker Wetmore. Like, I feel like we're all trying to see them sing about other stuff, right? We're seeing
Yeah.
a little bit more thought into the writing, I feel like.
It's funny because when I first read this quote, I actually thought of Tucker Wetmore because I'm like, he isn't really necessarily like his wind up missing you, right? Like that's probably
Mhm.
one of his biggest, if not his biggest song. It's not,
Hunter Westbrook, another
yeah,
one
or
who it's like Hunter Westbrook's like I feel like a guy that will slowly become mainstream, but his lyrics aren't what mainstream country was.
yeah,
A little
like
bit more
he's
creative, right? Painted You Pretty, right? It's still like love songs and,
mm,
love and heartbreak and all this stuff, but it's like you can tell in like the
it's a
way
little
they write
different.
it, it's a little bit more unique and we're not seeing so much just mainstream.
Hmm.
Because I feel like there was that point in time where it was just like every country artist that was popular, like you think about that time where it was just like Thomas Rhett, Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton, Zach Brown Band, and like all these guys that kind of all the Nashville guys that were really, really that were killing it 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Hmm.
They were kind of like it was just very just like every song talked about a truck, every song had beer in it, and that's what people wanted and that's what people liked. But I think country music is adapting away from that.
And I also think Aldean's been around for so long that like it's
I mean, he's already sung about almost everything you can sing about, from
yeah, he's been around
Dirt
for
Road Anthem to Try That in a Small Town
Night
to
Train.
yeah, Burning It Down, literally a song about sex. Like I mean, he's kind of done it. It is a song about sex.
It is,
Burning
yeah.
It Down's a reference. Um, but yeah, no, country music is adapting. Actually, like I can confidently say that. I think
Which I
with the
think
young artists,
he's dropping an album here soon, so I'm actually excited to see what direction that goes in.
I
Because in
will,
my
and I
opinion,
think
he's killed it. He's always
yeah,
killed
it'll
it.
be really cool to see if it's a little bit more. It'll be interesting to see where he goes with that. See what he like really means by like not singing about some of the stuff he used to. Which is interesting though, because I also never felt like his music was like overly
Like I never found it repetitive
no.
or any of that. Like he's probably put out more
Yeah, I mean like he
music than
wrote
just about any.
flyover states, right?
He's got some of the best
There's
country
no
songs
other
ever.
song like flyover states. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, any any old bar stool is great. Um,
I mean, I guess I can see where he's coming from. Like you think of like any old bar stool, right? He's talking about
yeah,
like, a little more Jack in his Coke, and right, he's at a bar stool, right? You think about like what's another popular song that I could reference here? You know, there's that song, I can't remember exactly what it's called, I'm blanking on it, but where he's singing about, like he picks the girl up and they're already, like, ready to get lost before the night even starts.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue.
shoot. I'm gonna look it
Just
up
Getting
now.
Started.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, like that I can see, right, you know, a lot of truck references, a lot of beer
And
references.
it's yes, it's the same subject, but I think for me, it's like the songs are also so different from each other to where it's like, I think it's fine.
Yeah. No, I do.
And I think to me, he's been doing it for so long. He's always good on stage. His albums are always good. His
Mhm.
lyrics are always good. I'm very interested to see. In fact, I think it comes out in the next month or so. I'm very
Yeah, I
excited
mean,
to
honestly, I
see.
mean, I think it's good. I mean, especially when you've been around for that long to try something new.
Yeah, I mean, he said he wants to keep doing it for years to come. So I
Yeah,
mean, I'm very
because
excited to
like,
see where it goes.
I think we've seen guys do that and have a lot of success. I mean, obviously, this is a very I'm gonna use Post Malone as an example. You know, like, obviously, Jason Aldean's not saying he's gonna switch genres, but, right, Post Malone, I use hip hop, and then he released 12 Karat Toothache, which is, like, you know, a hip hop album, and that album did really bad. And then he released, whatever that album was after that also didn't do very well.
Hmm.
Um, and he, like, moved into a little bit more, it wasn't, like, country, but it was, like, acoustic kind of indie kind of vibe, I feel like. And then he went full country, and, like, it's just like, okay, what he was doing kinda stopped working, like, his hip hop music got a little old, he adapted, some of his country music songs did really well. I would like to see him release another hip hop album, you know, one day,
Yeah, I
but
mean, if we want to go deeper into country music talk, he saw the other day that he's got 40 songs that he's ready to drop soon.
yeah, it's a double album, like a 2 disc.
And then also, I think I saw it on TikTok or Instagram or something. A fan caught him somewhere. I don't know if it was Nashville or whatever, walking down the street, and she's like, "Hey, you should do like a rock album."
I
And
would
he's
love that.
and he's like, "Funny enough, I'm working on a side project in my basement right now." No joke, that's what he said. And he's like, something might be like he's kind of hinting that something else might be coming soon. So I mean, a 40-song country album and some rock. Like, could you
Dude, I
imagine?
think a Post Malone rock album would be way better than a Post Malone country album.
I think his next country album is gonna be so much better though. I think
Yeah,
he's
and I'm
learned
excited too because, like, I guarantee you Mormon Wallen's gonna be on he's gonna have another song with Mormon Wallen on that album.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if I mean, I would be shocked to see Aldean in one of these because I mean, Aldean's a big fan of him. I think
Really?
he made a big comment about kinda when he first came into country and Beyonce also came in, he's like, "Some people are welcome into country music and some people just aren't." Like, it's just the way it
Right.
is.
Well,
Kind of
Post
hinting
Malone's
that
just such, like, a chill guy, like, he's not controversial.
well, they were also at a party, I think it was, like,
Yeah.
Jason Aldean, Post Malone, Jelly Roll, some of these guys were just playing beer pong at a party together after, like,
Mhm.
some award show. It's just whether you like it or not, like, some people are just welcome into country music and some aren't, right? I
Yeah.
mean, and I think he's learned so much from his first country album, which was okay. I probably only listened to a couple of his country songs still, but I think it's gonna be so much better this time around.
Yeah. Well, to your point there, like, I feel like country music as a whole is such more of a community than any other genre.
100%.
Like, feel like you see, I mean, I guess maybe in rap, you see people collab all the time, but you also see people beef all the time in rap. Like, there's so many rappers that just randomly have beef with each other. I feel like you don't really see that in country music as much until Zach Bryan decided to start beef with certain guys, but other than that, there's, like, 0 beef between any country artist. They do collabs all the time. They support each other. So I feel like when it's, like, people are trying to dabble into country, it's like, "Okay, can we invite this guy to the bonfire? Like, would I take this guy on the boat with
Mhm.
me?" Because I feel like everyone could agree, every in country music, like, I'd probably hang out with that guy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that probably don't like maybe, like, Kane Brown because his music's kinda gay, or, like, Thomas Rhett's, his music's a little gay, but, you know, other than that, I feel like for the most part, like, you know, I don't really know where I'm going with this. Point is, to your point, Post Malone, a guy people would probably wanna chill with. Beyonce, probably not a person you wanna bring on your boat because she's probably gonna be a bitch the whole time, but
She's probably also in the files. But there's
yeah,
also
well, she is in the file, so
yeah, and there's any of those guys in country music would be fun to hang out with, and you can't
Oh,
really
dude.
say that with any other genre.
You
Like,
know what I hate on? I would hang out with Kane Brown. Kane Brown's probably a chill dude.
yeah, and I
Let's
mean,
be
at the end of
real.
the day, I'd hang out with Thomas Rhett. I don't. I mean, he's got some good songs. At the end of the day, I mean,
Thomas Rhett's pretty chill. I mean, look, I mean, you gotta respect anybody who's writing music and performing music that
mhm,
sells.
yeah,
You know, Kane
I'm,
Brown found his niche and he's a millionaire, and I can't say shit because I'm not. So
but I'm super excited to see Post Malone. I mean, if he's got 40 country songs and a rock album coming, like, holy shit, everybody
that should be
watch out.
awesome. I mean, this might. I
Dude,
mean,
what?
everyone. I mean, I feel like everyone thinks he's like past his prime, but if this guy releases a banger country album, a banger rock album,
And I think, maybe a wild prediction here. Hardy has kind of been back and forth with both of those,
hmm
I think. There's no way one of them he's not making a song with them. If there's a
that'd be
rock.
sick. No, I definitely say Hardy at this point is southern rock more than his country.
Yeah, and I think I've always seen him as a better songwriter than anything. I mean, he's
Yeah,
wrote Morgan's biggest songs. I mean, like,
he's
that's just,
written way more songs than people even realize.
yeah, like, I mean, he's written
God's Country.
Florida Georgia Line biggest songs, Morgan's biggest songs. I'm pretty sure he's written some Luke Bryan. Like, I mean, it's just
hmm
some of those guys are just nothing against Hardy, right? Because I mean, he's got some good stuff, but his songwriting is just fantastic.
Speaking of good songwriters, right? Obviously, you know who Ernest is.
Yeah,
Ernest. Let me look this up real quick.
saw him actually at the Grizzly Rose last year.
Yeah, he's written way more songs than I realized for other artists that are like bangers.
Hmm.
Like I always thought he was just kind of like just kind of worked with like Morgan Wallen and Hardy because they kind of had their circle
Hmm.
together. Ernest most famous written.
It's funny you say that because I saw a comment tonight on this Instagram post. Hardy had an interview the other day, and he's like, "Hey, like, I was originally going from country to rock, like, back and forth, but he's like, from now on, I'm doing." He's like, he literally called it Hardy music. I'm gonna do whatever I
Mhm,
want when I want. And Ernest
mhm.
literally commented, "Let's do some rock together."
Yeah, that's
Like,
awesome.
I can see him doing that.
Yeah, I mean Ernest, like he wrote I Had Some Help, More Than My Hometown, You Prove, Somebody's Problem, Broadway Girls, obviously all Morgan Wallen songs. But he also wrote Breaking Up Was Easy in the 90s by Sam Hunt, Big Big Plans by Chris Lane, I Love My Country, Florida Georgia Line, One Mississippi by Kane Brown. He's written a lot of songs that are really popular.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that. He seemed like such a small name to me because he doesn't really perform. But
And speaking of fun dudes to hang out with,
yeah,
I
I
started
just had
following
a
him on
great
Instagram
time.
because his stuff is hilarious, dude. Like,
Really?
he's so funny. This dude was like out on a boat smoking a joint. It was like the funniest stuff ever, dude. But yeah, no, I mean, it just seems like the best music scene to be around.
Dude, it's so funny. I feel like for me, like, right, you know how like as you get older, you realize there's certain things about life that as a kid you probably wouldn't have liked.
Mhm.
I feel like country people smoking weed was like one of those things. And like country singers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And it's
even
funny when I was growing up in like my small town and like not really like knowing what was outside of my little Northern California town, I was like weed, I mean, weed was such like a just a city California thing to me. And then like you grow up and I realized like, oh, like that shit's everywhere, bro.
yeah, yeah,
And then I start noticing it. I'm like, I like, okay, Any Old Bar Stool by Jason Aldean. It's like there's a little more green in my smoke now. I'm like, oh. Morgan Wallen's referenced it in one of his songs, I think.
everybody has at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. I thought it was just beer, guys. I thought it was beer and whiskey
See, and that's why I
and
like it,
cigarettes.
right? Because it's like you see that stuff, and then you see Zach Top out here at a concert, stringing his guitar with a cigarette and his. I'm
It's
like, dude,
awesome.
not my thing, but that is badass. That
Dude, good
is
for you. Yeah.
like sitting there smoking a Marlboro Red. I mean, whatever you're
Yeah.
smoking, dude. Like that,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not, that is a good look. Dude's rocking the
It is a good
stash with
look.
the cowboy hat.
Bro,
Just
the cigarette is a great aesthetic, bro. I have a sick picture with me. I should honestly share it and just say fuck it. I straight up look like Morgan Wallen, like with a cig. But no, I used to do like the drunk cigarette every now and I completely stopped doing that.
yeah, I mean, there's some
I haven't
people
smoked weed in like a year.
there's some people that in the country scene, right, that smoke weed or cigarettes, or I mean, there's the
Mm,
Zens, right? Like, I mean, I think a
mm.
lot of us do that.
I'm only Zins and
Yeah,
alcohol.
yeah, yeah.
It's the only
Which
thing I'll do right now.
I think is most of country music. I would say is probably
Yeah.
that as well. I mean, but it's just such a cool scene to be around, and like
Hmm.
even see like these country pages. Just it shows them all hanging out. It's just like that. Like that's some people I'd want to hang out with.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, no offense to like the rappers and stuff like that, but it's like they're just all talking about shooting each other up and stuff. Like,
What rappers would you what rapper do you think you could like get along with? Cause I'm gonna be honest, like I'm like look, like I know you don't listen I listen to a ton of rap. Like I've grown up in a pretty diverse area. Like I wanna say like I'm less cultured than some white people I know, but I'm
yeah,
slightly more cultured than other white people I know. But I'm like I could not probably I would not have a lot in common with a rapper, you know?
yeah. I
Like
just,
there just wouldn't be a lot of conversation points, you know?
yeah. And I mean, don't get me
Um,
wrong, there's some good ones out there, but I'm just like,
I would love to hang out with Kanye. I will say that.
that would be an interesting,
That would
just to
be an
sit
amazing
down and
experience
talk with
just to
him.
sit down at a dinner with Kanye West, with Ye.
That's our dream, Kanye. Shout out to Kanye
That
West.
would be, I mean, dude, I would love to hear some of the shit he says away from, like, he says crazy shit in public. Imagine the shit he says on his
I
own.
would love to just rent out a restaurant for the night and just let's sit there and drink all night long and just talk.
Yeah,
Like just
yeah.
not like and when
Probably
I
bring
say
up the
let's talk,
Jews.
I'll just sit there and listen to him for hours,
I literally didn't. I have a feeling a conversation with Kanye West is Kanye West talking.
which I'm totally cool with. I'm
But
totally
like
cool
you've
with
heard
that.
the stories, like what was that? That Seth Rogen was like he was in a limo with Kanye West, and he's like, yeah, he rapped his entire album in the limo with me. His entire album, like
Oh
it
my God.
over an hour of music.
You know what? If that's how he wants to spend part of the
That
night,
would be awesome,
I'm
dude.
down with it. Like, I mean, he's just the way his brain works is just so interesting to
I'd
me.
be so interested to see how his brain works in person.
And just sitting there, I mean, I don't even care what we're drinking at that point. Just to sit there and talk to him and all night long, just keep the food coming, keep the drinks coming. Let's just talk. Like, just hear what he has to say.
Oh, you know who else I would love to hang out with? Who I think I could get along with is Drake.
Oh, no, I think he'd be fun for sure. I think,
He's just so I think right obviously he acts hard in the songs. I think he's probably just such a chill. I just super zesty, right? He's probably so like he's probably a good guy just to joke around with, you know.
I mean, if he can hang out with a guy like Morgan Wallen,
Yeah.
I'd be down to hang out with him.
Like we remember like the commercial he did with Taylor Swift, like that's hilarious. Like dude's a funny guy. Like
Yeah,
I feel like I could get along with him.
yeah. I mean, there's a ton
But
of
like
people out there.
then I look at it and I'm like, okay, me and Kendrick Lamar probably wouldn't have a lot to talk about, you know. Travis Scott maybe because he has an SVJ and I love SVJ, so we could probably talk about Lamborghinis a
But
little
like,
bit.
not
But
like no Bad Bunny or Taylor Swift or any of that shit. I'm not doing that. None of that. I don't
I
got
probably
time.
want to get along with Taylor Swift. I probably want to get along with Bad Bunny. Well, I also don't speak the same language as Bad Bunny, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some guys. I mean, you could go on a long list of just. It would probably be life changing. Some of these guys, like
Yeah.
even like Joe Rogan, sitting there
Oh
with
my
him.
God, dude, a conversation with Joe Rogan would blow your mind, probably.
Oh, 100%. I think I would be literally changed, like as a person, just talking to him for like a couple hours. Like, I mean, I don't remember how long.
The way he thinks about the world and the way that guy can articulate his sentences,
Hmm.
like it's incredible. Like, and it's like crazy because I'll be listening to his podcast, and sometimes it doesn't even matter what he's talking about, just the way he says things. You're just so engaged
Or like I'll
with
be
everything he
driving, listening to
says.
his podcast, and not even like maybe like zoning out, not even listening, and then all of a sudden I'll like log in, listen to it, and I'm like, like, I know what this
Mhm.
dude's talking about. Like, this dude's, like, knows what he's talking
I
about.
wonder if this is like a serious thing I'm gonna say. I wonder if it's like the short because he's always talked about he's done psychedelics. And he's an encourager. He encourages people to try that
Yeah.
once. Now I'm pretty like against doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like obviously like if you do it, like whatever. But I personally don't think I would ever do that. But like I do wonder if like because he's done those psychedelic experiences is why he's has this like
Doesn't he
I
do,
don't want
like,
to say bizarre.
shrooms and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. Like I wonder if that's why he has such like a
Big
like
view.
his understanding of the world around him is I feel like just on such a different level than everyone else, and his ability to articulate those thoughts. Like I wonder if it's because of the shrooms.
I mean, I definitely could see that for sure. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's no doubt a reason why. But I
yeah,
mean, it's just there's just so many. I mean, you could really even say it's Shia LaBeouf, right? Like the way. I mean, I don't know if you've seen his latest interview. I mean, obviously he's going through some shit right now, but
yeah.
he's just his perspective on life. Like a lot of people may not like it, but like it's just like hold like to sit down with him for even just 30 minutes. I would be like,
Shia
oh
LaBeouf would be another really good guy to have a conversation with. I think it's just hard because there's so many videos of him just kind of losing his mind.
yeah,
But I'm sure you get that guy when he's not on anything and he's just not nobody else around. It's a calm scene. He's probably a great guy to have a conversation with.
yeah. There's a guy from like some news station. I mean, I guess he moved to like New Orleans. Sat down with him in his mansion and just talked, and it was like
Mm,
I watched. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing, but it was the weirdest but coolest conversation I've ever seen. Like he couldn't stop moving around, so he'd like stand up and go to his fridge while he's talking and like grab a drink, and it's just kind of weird.
mhm.
But some of the stuff he says, it's just like, man, that makes you think. Like his perspective on life is just crazy.
Mm. Dude, I just hope he's able to walk in enough to film one more Transformers movie.
I mean, I think that would be life changing by itself. Seeing another Transformers movie.
Yeah, like we haven't really gotten a real good one since we were young, and that would just be
I mean, you and I would be there opening night.
yeah, 100%.
I mean, but I mean,
It's like the feeling that we should have had from well, it's like the feeling we had when The Force Awakens came out, right?
mm,
Like for especially for us, like we haven't had a Star Wars. I mean, for me, I hadn't had a Star Wars movie since I was like that movie came out a year before I was born. I think Revenge of the Sith
uh,
was it 2003? I want to
thought it
say
was 2005.
it was 99. I think it was like 99, 2002. Might have been 2005. Either
2000,
way, I mean that
uh, uh, 3 days after my birthday in 2005,
okay.
May 19th, 2005. So just turned 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like,
Well, I was a year old, so
yeah. So we didn't get to. I mean,
yeah.
I would give up a lot to see that movie in theaters. Like we were so
If
high.
Shy does another Transformers movie,
I mean,
or
that and the Revenge of the Sith. Like, could you imagine
yeah,
General Grievous or like whatever, any of that movie like in theaters would be cooler. Like, I mean, I thank my dad for this all the time. It took me to go. I think we saw almost every Transformers in theaters, even the first one. I was
mhm,
like 6 years
yeah,
old,
yeah,
and I still remember going to see that.
yeah. I
I
remember I watched Revenge of the Fallen in theaters.
I remember tears in my eyes when Optimus died.
Yeah, yeah. I was so little, way too little, honestly, to be going to see that movie, but
Yeah.
I loved
Or
it,
I mean, you
and
could say the
my
same
dad was
for
chill.
I was 7 when Dark Knight came out, and my honestly, my dad was like, "I don't know if this is good for you to go see, but we're gonna go see it."
That movie was my parents didn't let me see that movie either when it first came
He
out.
My dad barely let me see it, but it was like, I will never forget that. Or I think it's Pirates 3 with Davy
Mhm,
Jones was a creepy I don't know how I think that was
yeah.
maybe 2007 or 8. But I mean, speaking of interesting people to talk to, I think Johnny Depp,
Super interesting.
I would sit down
Um,
with him for all day,
yeah.
like that dude.
Well, what I was gonna say, I did actually see The Phantom Menace in theaters. They
Oh,
did like
that's right.
a re-release for like whatever anniversary.
Speaking of
And
that, next year is the A New Hope is coming back into theaters. We gotta go together.
mhm,
I think it's like,
yeah,
what
we
is it,
do.
60 years or something like
Yeah.
that?
Well, I was super mad. I can't remember why I didn't go see it, but last year was Revenge of the Sith's 20 year or whatever.
Really? Oh yeah,
Yeah, and
2005.
I think it did play in the theater in my town. I can't remember why I wasn't able to go see it. I think I literally just didn't have anybody to go see it with. But
Dude.
like low key now, I'm like, I just go see that shit by myself. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Like now
heck
that I've
yeah.
started posting content and shit, I realize that what other people think just doesn't matter at all.
Go do whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, but back then, a year ago, I cared what other people
Yeah,
think.
dude,
3 months ago, I cared what other people thought.
it's like next April or May next year. I saw that today. It was like 60-year anniversary. It's coming back. A New Hope is coming into the theaters.
Yeah, I'll be really excited to see that in
I was like,
theaters.
you and I gotta go see that because we were the
It'll
biggest.
be really interesting to see if they like show like an extended cut or something like that.
That would be cool.
Or if they show or the like I think there's like a remastered. If they show like the remastered, I didn't mean extended cut, I meant remastered.
Yeah.
If they show like the remastered version that like we have like now on Disney Plus, or if they just straight up show like the original like no CGI, kind of thing. But
I mean, either way, it's gonna be so cool to see.
yeah.
But I mean, I can't believe it's been
I
6 years.
actually think I would prefer it if they just showed the original
Mhm. Yeah.
no CGI cut.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that'd be awesome.
That'll be sick.
Just get the raw experience of what it was like for other people to sit down in the theater and watch that
You
movie
know
on
how
the big
cool that'll
screen.
be to go watch that together? Just to
Yeah.
experience that, like what people got to see 60 years ago. Like,
It still wouldn't be the same though. Like, can you imagine watching that movie? Because at the time, like from visual effects, it was so far beyond what anybody had seen.
mhm.
I mean, obviously, we're not going to be able to experience that, but
But
because we have
just to
movies like Interstellar, but
watch the original on the big screen together.
it's so cool.
I mean, that's gonna be so much fun. But I mean, I know we went on a deep rant there about actors, but
Nah, that's okay. That's what podcasts are for. I mean, we're literally
35
it's meant
minutes
for
in.
ranting. Podcasts are meant for
Okay,
ranting,
I
bro.
mean, well, since we're on this conversation, is there any other like specific people or actors or whatever that you would be cool sitting down talking to that you think like an interesting conversation would be had? Because I think Johnny Depp would be a good one.
Matthew McConaughey.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Really
that.
interesting guy. I love the motivational stuff. I love his podcasts or when he's on people's podcasts or some of that stuff that's out there.
Mhm.
Um, Trying to think of another one. But yeah, Matthew McConaughey for sure. Um, God, that's
I
tough.
know.
It's hard being put on the spot. I mean, how about you?
Oh man, I mean, obviously there's like athletes, right? Like, I mean, I grew up watching Peyton Manning. That was my
Yeah.
football. Like that got me into football. Like that'll forever be the
Mm-hmm.
guy that got me. So I mean, sitting down with him would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think a fun one would be Harrison Ford. Just because I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I love Indiana Jones as well. And I've seen like I've seen some of his interviews where he's just like, I don't give a shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is an interesting perspective because all these Hollywood guys are like, oh, like caring about a little too much. And Harrison Ford just, he goes and does his own thing. Like, I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dude, I would definitely want to sit down with like a famous comedy actor. Like I feel like Seth Rogen.
I was going to say the guy that played Mr. Chow
S-
would be,
Ooh, that would be
yeah.
a good one too.
Um,
Um,
you know who'd be fun is
Will
Christopher
Ferrell would
Nolan.
probably be Christopher Nolan. That'd be interesting.
Um,
The guy's a
I
genius.
think I've told you this on the side, but George Lucas would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anybody who created that Star Wars stuff,
Dude,
obviously.
dude, on top of that, dude, Dave Filoni.
Mhm.
I mean, just to think, I mean, just all the shit he's come up with since, George Lucas has come out of the picture. I mean,
He's kind of saved Star Wars.
yeah.
Um,
And there's so much stuff that's been set up, like the stuff that's been set up with the Bad Batch, stuff that's been set up with the Mandalorian. I'm like, I want to know where he's going with all of this, man.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of That's a good one. There's a lot of good actors out
Mhm.
there that I really like. I mean, the
Yeah.
Gary Oldman that played like Sirius Black, Commissioner
Mhm.
Gordon, like he seems like a cool guy. I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, played Qui
Mhm.
Gon,
He's
and
interesting.
I mean, there's so many cool people that would be cool to.
Or John Wick, Keanu Reeves would be
Uh,
a good one.
um, I can't believe it. Samuel L. Jackson would be fun.
Good.
Um,
And for that matter, like Morgan Freeman.
yeah, if you want to get crazy here, I think he has like I might be wrong, but it might be like dementia. But Bruce Willis,
Mhm.
I mean, some of his stories would probably be so cool. I mean, there's so many good people to talk to. Like, even if like you don't agree with them on everything, there's just so many cool guys that would be cool to talk to. Or like
Yeah.
even like Mark Hamill, talking to him about like the original Star Wars.
I don't know if I could get along with Mark Hamill,
No, I wouldn't, but or like
unfortunately.
Daniel Radcliffe talking about like all those years of film and Harry Potter, like would be so cool. Like
Mhm.
there's so many cool.
Oh, you know what would be a fun guy to talk to is God, the guy from How I Met Your Mother, the gay guy, Neil Patrick Harris. He is so funny. I would love to have a conversation with that
That
guy.
that is a good one. Um, Christian Bale, one of my favorites.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to go,
Although you see the quote from Christian Bale where he's like, yeah, he's like, I actually like don't want fans to meet me because they'd be disappointed with when they realize like who I am like outside of acting, like who I am as a
because
person.
he's like not that interesting, I guess he said, or something
Yeah,
like that. Which I
yeah,
think that's cool. I mean, that might
I
make like
agree.
a interest, like maybe the sit down wouldn't be as interesting. Um,
I don't think he gives himself enough credit. I think he'd be a super interesting guy to talk to.
yeah. I mean, trying to think of who else because there's so many. Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, dude, I was literally just about to say that. Yes.
Um, I mean, if you want to go more Star Wars, right? There's Ewan McGregor, Hayden
Yeah, I was gonna say
Christensen.
he'd be him and Hayden Christensen would be fun.
I mean, could you imagine
Um,
sitting in a room, you and me,
with Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan
those two
Kenobi.
across from us, and just sitting there talking
Yeah.
for hours?
You know what's like so funny though is we're sitting here talking about all of these actors we would love talking to, and it's like crazy to think that if like our podcast blows up, that could be a possibility one day.
Okay, that is a good point. Let me ask you, who are some that you wouldn't want to?
Wouldn't want like okay,
But
like who I wouldn't want to have on the
like, I'll
podcast,
go. What's his name that plays Hulk?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yep.
Dude, we are on the same page right now.
I've literally been
Oh
thinking
my
about him the last
God.
couple of minutes because I was like, "That's the
Yeah.
last guy I'd want to hang out with." Or
Robert De Niro.
that's a good pool. That is a good
And
pool.
that's not even politically. I think that guy's just a piece of shit in general. That actually has nothing to do with his political views. I think that guy's just probably a shitty guy.
I'm gonna get some
I
heat.
think he's just an old, just
I'm gonna get some
grouchy
heat
dude.
for this one. I'm gonna go Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. I couldn't care for either one of those guys. I
They're
mean, girls.
probably, especially together, they're probably unbearable to talk to. Unbearable things. So.
I might get some heat for this one. This is gonna be a scorching hot take. Love his music, hate him as a person. Probably Zach Bryan because I feel
I could
like,
get behind that. I could
I
get
mean,
behind that.
sitting down with him and just kind of hearing what he has to say might be interesting. But I feel
Yeah,
like
but I could also see him. I think he's just a douche. Like I think he'd just be a tough guy to talk
I
to.
don't think I'd last in a room with him more than 10 minutes. Like I just
Yeah, no.
our takes are just too
Um,
opposite.
while we're going down that road, I mean, I think I have a weird feeling that Tom Holland's kind of annoying.
Really? That's an
Yeah.
interesting one. I actually don't
It was a grown ass man and he sounds like he's 10.
I actually don't mind his Spider-Man movies, but
I don't. I'm a huge first two. Actually, I'm a huge Andrew Garfield fan. Those are my favorite Spider-Man
I'm a big
movies.
Toby guy, so I
Yeah.
get that. Um, man,
By the way, Andrew Garfield, super underrated actor. I really want to see. I haven't seen that movie that he did on the Um, what was it? Amazon with the guy
With
that
Tom
played Mark
Holland.
Zuckerberg.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, what was that movie called? I see clips for it all the time.
I know what you're talking about. 'Cause isn't it based on a true thing? Is it the one you're
Yeah,
talking about?
it was I can't remember the other actor's name, but he's also super famous and he's a ton of stuff. He's a great actor. The Social Network.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or not Amazon, fucking Facebook. I'm retarded for that. My bad. Jesse Eisenberg. That's the actor. I love him, by the way. Jesse Eisenberg's a great actor. Um, but yeah, The Social Network. I want to watch that movie. When did that come out? It's been a while, I think. It came out a while. Yeah, 2010.
Wow. So IMDb made a list of celebrities who aren't nice. You're gonna hate who's number one.
Who's number one?
Christian Bale on
Well, that
IMDb's
literally
list.
plays into like what he said. He's like, people would be disappointed in meeting me.
I think that's crazy. Like
I mean, it could just be because he just doesn't give fans the time of day. Like, I'm sure people in I'm sure he's probably fine with people that he's actually close with in his personal life.
I'm gonna take some heat for this one because I think a lot of people would hate hanging out with him. But I think sitting down with him for a couple hours would be very interesting. Charlie
Mhm.
Sheen definitely
Okay.
has done some things that are very questionable in the
Yeah.
past. But I think just hearing what he has to say and his perspective on things, like I love
Yeah.
seeing a different perspective on things, and I think that would be a
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, I'm not his biggest fan ever, right? But I mean, Two and a Half Men was a funny show. I thought
Yeah, you love that show.
that's a good show.
Talk about it all the time. I've just never seen it.
Unfortunately, Ellen's all the way down on 11. I'd have her as one. So
Oh, I can't stand Ellen. She also eats humans, so it was in the Epstein files, and nobody wants to talk about that. I think it's so funny how, not to get into politics here, um, but how she's like, if Trump becomes president, I'm leaving the United States, right? He becomes president, she leaves the United States. And then not too long after the files come out, and then, oh, Ellen's in the files, and oh, it comes out that she's eating babies or whatever, which nobody wants to talk about for some reason.
didn't she move back
Because I
too?
think it's just like so bad that nobody wants to believe it's true. But like, I think that the fact is, I mean, we've talked about this stuff. I think the stuff that happened on the island's darker than people realize. Um, but and then now she moves and she's completely disappeared from the public eye. I don't know. It's just all a little suspicious to me. I had a feeling it was never about politics, and she knew that she was going to get exposed for
Yeah, I could definitely.
being a little bit of a interesting person.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Anyways,
I
that's
mean,
my one.
there's also Toby Maguire at 33,
Really?
uh, Shia LaBeouf at 40, Tom Cruise at 41,
Oh, Tom Cruise is probably a dick.
Jared Leto at 46. I mean,
Mm,
Amber Heard at 48, which probably is actually my number
yeah.
one. She's a piece of shit. Um, Somebody put Val Kilmer at 55, which is just as straight up
Hmm.
disrespectful, I feel like.
He
But
seems like a great guy. Rest in peace.
Alec Baldwin at 57, can't stand that guy.
Mm,
I cannot stand
nah,
that guy.
I guess an interesting fella.
Yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be interesting to be, especially if we got like rich famous, right? We meet some of these
Yeah.
certain people, and it's
Yeah,
like,
he would be like the number one guy to have on the podcast. For me, it'd be Matthew McConaughey.
that's a tough question. I might get some hate for this one, and I'm not going to try and get political, right? I'm just saying this because he's been on multiple podcasts. Trump, Trump has,
That would
I
definitely get
mean,
us
he
going for
went on
sure.
Logan Paul's podcast,
Hmm.
literally in Mar-a-Lago, I'm pretty sure is where they did it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you and I could go to Mar-a-Lago, film it with
Take a
him,
trip to Florida.
go do 18 with him, 18 holes.
Yeah. Play on the golf
I
course.
would say buy him a drink, but he doesn't drink. Buy him dinner.
That guy does not need us to buy him dinner,
But
bro.
I would if it meant hanging
Um,
out with him.
he'll cater McDonald's for us. No, but I was gonna, dude, because we always talk about doing golf content
Mm-hmm.
in the future. Can you imagine doing a golf vlog with Donald Trump on his golf course?
I've seen him do that kind of stuff too. Like he
Yeah, he did it
turns
with
on his
Bryson
music.
DeChambeau.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's talking about his playlist of what music he listens to.
Yeah, hey, Trump, what do you think of Morgan Wallen? Yeah, there's some MW
He's a
on.
great guy. He's a great guy. But I mean, yeah, there's so many good people. I mean, I like the Matthew McConaughey pick. I mean, I
Yeah.
think Joe Rogan would be huge, even if it means going
I
on
don't see Joe
his.
Rogan going on someone else's podcast though. Or maybe Joe Rogan will have us on his podcast one
I
day.
would be down with that.
Yeah, I would be too.
He'd be like, "Hey, you guys want to try some shrooms?"
Bro, that guy's got everything, dude. He drinks, weed, whatever his guest wants, dude. He's got all of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many.
And it's so funny. It's so funny to listen to him because like obviously he posts like he doesn't edit them out. Like he will post if it's a 3 hour conversation, he posts the full 3 hours. And it's so funny if you actually do listen to the full 3 hours, which I have on like if I've ever had like a really long drive.
Hmm.
Um, and it's somebody interesting. And by like the second hour, after they've been like drinking the whole time, the conversations get so like off track, dude. And especially if they're smoking weed, they'll get so far down into these like weird deep rabbit holes.
Hmm.
And like I'll like because right, obviously like long drive through our podcast, you zone out at some point. I'll like zone back in and it's on like, the 2.5 hour mark. And I'm like, what the hell are they even talking about?
Yeah,
And I try to listen for 5 minutes. I'm like, I have no idea what these guys are talking about right now. And it's because Joe Rogan's on there with one of his one of his friends in stand-up comedy, and they're just both stoned or they're both hammered. And I'm just like, it's awesome though. I love that he does that.
I just love the way he does his podcasts. Like, I mean,
Yeah. It's just so raw and just
like you let the
talks about
conversation
whatever he
flow.
wants.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, I think that's what we kind of
Well,
did
he's
here.
I mean, obviously, like he's at the point, like all the people that he has on there are also interesting. But I mean, he could have the most boring person on that podcast and he would find a way to make it interesting.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like he's just that kind of guy where it's like he knows all the right questions to ask. He knows all the right things to say just to bring the best out of every person that's on that
It's
podcast.
funny. I don't know why this made me think of it, but I think a fun one to have on would be Elon because
Hmm.
I mean, the other night we were just talking about space. I could talk about space for hours and just ask him a crap ton of questions about. I mean, because he knows what's
Yeah.
going on. Like, I mean,
Well, for that matter, Neil deGrasse Tyson, you really want to start getting into a space rabbit hole and start talking about fucking sorry, grandpa, freaking nebulas and black holes and other dimensions. I mean
yeah.
that would be fun.
I mean, just to pick his brain about like Mars and even the simple stuff. It's like when are
Hmm.
we going to Mars? How long is this going to take? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Can we go?
can we go? I mean,
We'll
I think it's
volunteer.
confirmed we can't live there. I'm pretty sure. Like,
No, but what record a podcast episode on Mars?
dude,
Can you imagine? We could be the first ever people to record a podcast on Mars.
we'd break the internet.
We would probably have the most viewed YouTube video of all time.
It would have to
Probably
be.
all 6 billion people on planet Earth, 7 or 8, however many billions are on Earth now. We probably all watch that episode.
I mean, there's some that don't have internet, um,
They would probably still find a way.
like Iran, but
There would be like a colony in Africa, right? And they somebody would ship them a MacBook, and
ship
there would be
them.
an entire village, and they would all be circled around a MacBook watching the first ever podcast ever recorded on
The
Mars.
No BS Bros from Mars.
Yeah. Special guest tonight. We have an actual Martian on the episode.
It's like an Ewok. Um, dude, I mean, I hope that happens in our lifetime, right? Like just to see that.
Hmm.
I mean, this
You know what'd be
conversation's
so
going off the
cool?
rails,
Speaking of
but
Ewoks, I know. Speaking of Ewoks, like, you know how we like depict aliens as like green or purple, and they're like slimy and have huge black eyes and all this stuff.
yeah.
Like, imagine we actually find another planet one day, and it's like
It's
an Ewok
Ewoks.
civilization. That'd be so
I would be
cool.
so happy. Like, I would be like, you know what? I'm good with moving there. Those guys seem
Yeah,
so cool.
I'll go live with the Ewoks,
I
dude.
mean, there's some dark theories on those guys, though. I don't know if you've heard.
I
There's
haven't
some
dove into the Ewok rabbit hole.
insane dark theories on those guys, like that they're. I mean, I don't want to get into it right now, but there's like theories about killing certain people and eating them, which I think is crazy. But whatever. That's a
Well,
story
they
from.
were literally gonna eat. They were gonna kill and eat Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and
Yeah.
whoever else
So
was
I don't
there.
think that's a crazy theory at
Whatever
all.
rebel
But
soldiers were there.
and
Yeah,
I
they were literally gonna eat him. They were gonna cook him alive over a fire.
and I guess since we're just talking about random stuff at this point, there's a video I saw on TikTok the other day of in six. I'm forgetting the name of it right now because the names are forgetting me. Right after Darth Vader,
Return of the Jedi.
yeah, right after Darth Vader
I know it's
dies,
so hard. For the record, guys. When you actually when you're in the middle of recording and in the middle of these conversations, it's actually crazy how much stuff just slips your
which
mind.
is a bit
So
terrible because
just
we're huge Star Wars fans, but that's okay.
I know. I'm like,
But there's a video, so they're all celebrating on their. Again, I don't remember their planet name, but like all the Ewoks and everybody's celebrating.
yeah.
There's
On
a video. I don't know if it's an Ewok or a person falling off.
Endor.
Yeah, falling off one of the. I don't know if it's like a bridge or something, but you can literally see them fall off. So it's literally called the saddest death in Star Wars because it's literally you're celebrating, right? Like imagine you've had a couple drinks, Darth Vader's dead, right?
Wait, that's actually in the movie,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. There's a video.
hold on?
I'll find it and send it to you.
Dude, I'm gonna put it on the podcast even for E Ewok falls off
I don't know if it's an
bridge.
Ewok or regular person, but it had to be an Ewok, right?
Um, freaking ad. Oh wait, this is like a battle scene though. This isn't.
Yeah, that's not it.
This isn't it.
No, it's when they're all celebrating at the end.
Oh, not to the Ewok's death. That was a sad death. Um, death of Natana. There's a Reddit. Is this allowed? Am I just allowed to surf that and put it on YouTube? The saddest moment in Star Wars. Are you sure?
Yep, yep. I've literally seen the video. Because there's literally a guy talking about it, and he's like, how's nobody noticed this?
Oh, little ad real quick. We are not promoting anyone on our podcast. We have a brand deal. We're hiding that. They're trying to wait. Return of the Pug. What the hell is going on? Dude, it's so good to see the original ending scene without the CGI. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
There's also a stormtrooper can be seen in the.
You know what they must have? They must have edited it out maybe in the remastered version because I haven't watched. I actually still have the VHS tapes of the original
I
trilogy.
have all the
I'm not gonna
original
be able to see that.
DVDs. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a scene, a
Okay, so it wasn't
stormtrooper.
there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was probably like somebody just knocked off a prop on accident.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Gosh, I should have saved it.
We're gonna see if we can see this. Dude, I'm gonna have to go get a snack. Dude, I'm hungry. I don't have anything to eat in the house, but I'd have to actually go somewhere and buy food. Freaking. Is this copyright?
Probably, but
We're not trying to copyright. Believe it or not, guys, this is from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, created by George Lucas. So just, dude, I just want to see. It had to have been here, right? But I'm not
I
seeing
don't know.
anything. Maybe it's down
I'll
here.
have to find it.
I'm not seeing what you're talking about. All right,
I
well,
totally should have saved that. That's my bad.
oh well.
But I mean,
Dude, it's probably AI.
I don't think it was. Because it's this guy that does like Star Wars videos all the time.
Yeah.
I'll find it and send it to you.